Before we get into this video, which I'm editing now, it's just about to go up, I just wanted to say my book is officially out, available for pre-order. We're looking like we're going to ship in about 2 weeks, so like middle of July. It is something I've worked really, really hard at. It took me about 4 years to write. It's 200 pages, over 200 pages. It's got 65 plus recipes. Everything's in here that you want. There's not just recipes, there's guides to the car, guides to fire, lighting fires, guides to steak, guides to all different things that should be really helpful, as well as a bit of background into me and how I got here. So, I'm gonna finish editing this episode. You're gonna see it in a minute. This is my favorite meal. No, it's my second favorite meal from the Kimberley. I think the next one's my favorite. Enjoy. Welcome back to Fire to Fork. Today we are doing one of my easiest, quickest recipes out. I don't know what they're doing. I'm out here in the Kimberley. It's bloody beautiful. In fact, I'll show a little snippet of what it's like. I'm just going to overlay it. What we need to do first, though, is get a little bit of ginger. So I love ginger. I married one. And what you need to do is get a little bit like this. In fact, I'm using the bloody wrong tool for this. What I need is a spoon, which is really weird, but it works so well. Easiest way to peel ginger, spoon. It somehow just like molds to everything, pulls the skin off beautifully, and takes like a couple of seconds. Look at this. Boom. Bloody peeled ginger. Spoon. No special tools. Get rid of all that knife cut crap. Then you want it in little thin like strips, like stalks. So genuinely don't know what's going on behind me. What are you boys up to?
Cooking potato gems.
I'm not mad at that.
Maybe you might, mate.
I told them what I was cooking and they were like, kind of need some carbs or something. And I was like, oh yeah, like we'll do that tomorrow night, you know, blah, blah, blah. I just kind of ignored them, fobbed them off, and they've made an executive decision that
Real fighter fork.
This is a real fighter fork. Actually, speaking of real fighter fork, we've actually been vlogging all day, which I'm sure is up.
You right for a tinny, mate?
I reckon Tracy Tinshaw could probably come and visit right about now.
A little David Hasselfroth.
Ooh. David Hasselfroth would be lovely, mate. We've been vlogging.
A whitey or a yellow one?
I reckon a whitey. I'm really enjoying the whiteys. Thanks, mate. Colonial Pale, so not the IPA, which I usually drink. Really good session beer. All right, so one of these little stalks of ginger, which I'm just going to drop in my fry pan. Then I want some garlic, 4 cloves of garlic, maybe 5, maybe 6, I don't know. A few cloves of garlic, whatever sort of matches that. You want it kind of 50-50.
Alright, we thought we'd use the travel bri over here.
What for? Oh,
Gems.
for your camp oven stand.
Yeah. What do you reckon?
I'm into it. Travel bri, camp oven stand. Very clever. Very clever indeed. All right. Yeah, that's your camp oven bloody stand now. All right, so I thought this was about right, 5 cloves. And what I'm doing is just slicing them thinly, not dicing them. So I want actual pieces of garlic like this. Fits well?
Yeah.
Nice.
Beauty.
Beautiful. All right, these boys have been listening to my ramblings about heat distribution and stuff, so we'll see how they go. 25 top, 25 bottom, 75 top is what they're going for. See if they do it. About a tablespoon or 3/4 tablespoon of olive oil. And I want some sort of a stirring implement. Got these by Nag Sam, who's the same guy who did my chopping board, which I am exceptionally happy with. Bloody beautiful. And they are going to be the new fire to fork chopping boards. I've had people asking me for fire to fork chopping boards for literally years, since I did one little run of them, and they were perfectly fine quality, but they weren't amazing, and I've been trying to find an amazing quality one since. So that's what I've been doing. Now the key is to put this into a cold fry pan. I actually don't know the science behind that. I've just been told to do it, and I'm blindly following in that sense. So that's nice and stirred around with some olive oil. Let me go and chuck that in the fire. Okay, next step, I want to just prep these greens. These are buk choy, B-U-K-C-H-O-Y, and you want to cut the bums off them, and then you want to give them, and then probably cut them in half and give them a good rinse. I'll cut them in thirds. And then I want to definitely give that a good rinse, because you can't see on camera, but there's a heap of dirt in these things, mainly in the stems. You could probably leave the leaves if you're short on water. Oh shit! I'm running out of water. Yeah, if you grab a jerry, that'd be great. Oh shh! It's not good. Not good. Halfway through filming a cooking episode, running out of water is not fantastic.
Lucky you film with a few mates.
Yeah. Do you guys remember how to do it?
I'll figure it out.
Cool.
Seems easy enough.
They're figuring it out. Great. Okay. That can wait a minute, because that's going to go in a sec. But I do need to go and get my wok out of the trailer, so I'll do that. All right, the boys are filling my tank. Got my wok. We're good to go. So I need this stuff in my wok, the buk choy. Now I want a little bit of sesame oil and a little bit of normal oil. Now you don't have to have all these different oils. In fact, that garlic and ginger would be really, really, really good with just a little bit of, flavourless oil, like rice bran, peanut, canola, vegetable, whatever. A little bit of that, but I love a bit of sesame in there. I always keep sesame oil in the car. So much flavour. A little sesame. Oh shit, it's getting very sesame in a good way. Under that, and then some oyster sauce. Probably, I don't know, a tablespoon-ish. And chuck it on the heat. So, these guys are getting crispy. See, they're starting to brown. Put them on a little bit more heat. You got that shovel?
Yeah, right.
Oh, there it is. Yep, cool. It might need some more wood, actually. You can grab us a couple of small pieces.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate. So, bit of heat all around. Oh, that ground is hard. I'm just going to lay that down. Yes, sweet. So the smaller the pieces of stick, the better the flame, the heat, and, well, coals from about kind of quarter the size of your wrist. That's when they start, yeah, like that. That's a perfect little, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Perfect little coal nugget. Oh! Bloody hell. They're getting pretty crispy. Look really good, actually. Look really good. So what we're doing here is getting these steaks out while the other stuff is cooking and while Dolphin is stirring. And we're just going to pat them off. Cool. That can all go there. The bin corner.
Yep.
We're done. Yep. How you going, Mott? Well, it's all looking good. Once that is fully brown, and it's very close, we're going to put that off to the side. These are looking really bloody good. Heaps of flavour. That's done. That's done. Take that off. Ooh. Are you getting a glove?
Yeah.
Perfect. Two, please.
I reckon there's probably another one in there, but I can find one.
That. I got this. I got it.
Nice.
So, next step. All these little crispy boys are now very nice and, well, crispy. So you see they're all nicely browned. It's exactly how you want them. Now don't take the oil out of here. This pan, you want the oil in the pan. Get that out. Flick them over here onto the wherever. Now I'm going to go and preheat this fry pan on the fire. And while I'm waiting for that to preheat, that will preheat very quickly because it's an aluminium non-stick fry pan. I am going to salt my steaks and pepper them. Boys have just had a locust fall in. And I'm also going to chop these up a little bit smaller. I like them. Oh, they're so crispy. These have so much flavour. I want them to be like a little, these are a garnish for the meal. Mate, they taste good, don't worry about the locusts.
We got rid of it.
Oh, why? They got rid of it. Don't know why. Good for you. Right, I'm actually going to throw these straight on that fry pan and then I'm going to salt the other side. I'll do that now. So, we've got the garlicky and gingery oil and we want to fry these guys in that. What?
Yum. No, yum. Exactly. Hybrid. Let's have a look at those. Got to make sure you get all 4 of these.
Yes.
Or it's
Well, it's a really bad time for everyone.
spins around.
Whoop.
Oh, lost it.
Gotcha. Off you go. You're sorted. I'm just going to put a little more heat in those. And then the salt. Not done. Put heaps of heat on here. As much heat as you can handle, basically. As much heat as you can provide. Yeah. Okay, so I reckon these guys are ready to flip. Yep, there's a nice brown on them. Oh, there's so much more oil in here now than before. So, tons and tons of heat again. Have them all leveled out. Oh, let's turn this guy around. Okay. Now, what we want is probably, I don't know, a couple of teaspoons of red wine vinegar and I don't know, maybe a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of black bean. Fair bit, but not like swimming. And we just want to fry them in that for a little bit when the steak is basically ready. Whew, that is hot on the knees. I'm gonna flip it in that so we get the whole thing coated. That is hot on the knees. And back on the heat for probably 2 minutes. This is looking bloody brilliant. I think that's ready to go. Yep, that's nearly cool enough to grab. Cool enough now. No, not cool enough. Hold on. Now it's cool enough. Okay, a little bit of chili. Okay, chili off to the side. Now, grab one of these steaks. In fact, I'm gonna grab both the steaks and we're gonna slice them up nicely. Oh, mate. Yeah, chuck it there. Perfect. That's hot. Oh, this is Scotch fillet from Rob's Craft Butchery, by the way. Rob's is pretty much my favourite butcher in WA. Now, what we want is a little bit of beef. Oh, it's so good. So tender. The boys have already plated up some potato hash, which just looks incredible. Then you want a little bit of black bean and whatnot on there.
Cutlery.
Oh yeah, it's probably a good idea. Cutlery is a great idea. Yep. Then I'm gonna grab some of this bok choy. Probably use tongs for this, but I'm just being lazy and using a spatula. Then you want this crispy goodness on top, and of course chili on top. Then I've got a little thing of fried shallots from the shop, and that adds an incredible bit of extra crunch and extra dimension, and something I always leave in my car. So now it's time for gratuitous B-roll. Let's do it. All right, jump in, lads.
Mate, looks good.
Come around here, mate.
Feasting tonight.
Okay, let's have a quick taste.
Mate.
What do you reckon?
If I
Tell you what,
made this on like a weeknight at home, I'd be very impressed with myself. Let
Yeah.
alone on a camping trip.
Yeah, you get so much value out of the crispy shallots on
The
top.
shallots and the ginger crisping for a
beautiful.
long time. That's
the
really nice.
your base is fantastic. Adds a lot of crunch.
The texture goes perfect with the shallots and the ginger from the hash, which was unexpected because we tried to cook potato gems. And it turned into a schlop of hash, which was actually better.
Really good.
Gonna roll with it.
The pak choy really freshens it up, I reckon.
Yeah. Good bit of chili on there.
I'm stoked with that.
Yeah, that's
Shallots.
an absolute
That's-
ripper.
That's the most balanced meal we've cooked on this trip.
Oh, by far.
By far.
Which isn't hard. This is a proper everyday, like, do it at home.
Bok choy is such a good veg.
I'll dead set make this at home.
Yeah.
On a work night.
Oh, all right. Go and sit back down by the fire, have a tin, and eat it.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much for watching.
See ya.
Oh, see you in the next one. That's really spicy. Good though. Oh yes. Oh, there's my beer. There it is.